Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we're getting all set up. We're getting ready. Hope you're doing great. So I thought I'd do a song for you today before everybody shows up, because I know a lot of people come in a bit later. Yeah, they come in a minute later. Yeah, so we're gonna do this song today. I don't know if that's a key. Amazing. That's a key. Hold on. Stay right there. Stay where you are. Hold on. Let me do this for you. We're gonna do this today. We're gonna have a good time. Let me see if I'm all set up. My studio is off today. Let's try. That's a lower key, right? Let's try this one. That's the one. No, let's try this one. Oh, that's not the one. Let's hold on. Stay there. Yeah, hold on, stay there. That's the one. That's the key. Guys, I'm gonna have to sing later, because we're running out of time. So I was about to just jump into the song, but then I just thought, I don't want people to start, kind of getting messed up. So we do that later. If we get the time, we do that later. How is everybody doing? How you all doing? It's been a whole week. I've missed you. I hope you miss me. This is Danny. Red 5, I'm also the founder of Lose Your Mind, the Tribe. I'm very, very excited to be back here. Last week was fireworks. It was unbelievable last week, yeah? I think it was 3. Last week we did 2. The 5 that we've done, the AIM series, we did Leadership Exposed, and now we're doing Communications Exposed. So the 5 series that we did, listen to this, guys. This is crazy, yeah? They've been watched by over 100,000 people around the world in different parts. So tribe is definitely growing. We're a tribe of thought leaders. We're looking to build a community of people that think the right way, quality thinkers, thought leaders. We're looking at change makers. We're looking at developing your skill so that you're able to understand that thinking is a skill. And we want to, sort of adjust your mentality, adapt to a new way of thinking, and then put it into action. And let me tell you, get on this ride. You will be amazed. You'll be amazed what's going to happen to you in the next few years, in the next, few decades. I'm telling you, you're going to be astounded what's going to happen to you. The quality of your life is the quality of your thinking. The quality of your thinking is the quality of your communication. Catch this one, okay? If you're ready, just put a 10 in the box, because I don't think you're ready. Are you actually ready? Because if you're ready, just put a 10 in the comments box and say, yeah, I'm ready. So listen, the quality of your thinking is going to be the quality of your communication. The quality of your communication is the quality of your life. Oh my gosh. Just please, just, did you get that one? I'm going to say it one more time and then I'm done saying it, right? The quality of your thinking is reflected in the quality of your communication. The quality of your communication is the quality of your life. I don't even know if you got that. I don't even know. Did you actually get that? Are you ready? Are you actually ready, or should I just go back and just get my guitar? Are you ready? Because if you're ready, put ready in the comments box. Put ready. So watch this. So we're going to talk about this, right? So thinking is directly linked to, our actions. The things we do are really derived from what you're thinking up here, right? So the quality of your thinking is directly linked to the quality of your communication. What you think in your mind, you tend to speak out, or you tend to act out, or you tend to exude. So people say, he looks like, she looks like, she talks like, he. Okay, we're back. So I want you to understand that the quality of your communication is derived from the quality of your thinking. The quality of your life is derived from the quality of your communication. Now, just to give you an idea, to understand how this works, I want to really focus on you today. This is more about you than anything else, right? Because if you fix the inside, it's very easy to predict what's going to happen on the outside. If we fix your inside, if you fix what's right here, if we fix what goes through your body, if we fix what, because everything we do, see, communication is a signal. All communication is a signal. All communication is a signal. And let me explain it this way. So you hear people saying things like, when I give you a signal, just start walking. So they go, and then you go, okay, you walk, yeah? Or you've seen people who communicate, like in the military, it's really, really common, right? So they have signs they use. Football managers, you see them doing this and doing this. Those are signals that they're making, but they communicate a message to the players. Or have you heard people say, did I give you the wrong signal? Is that why you're acting like this, right? In any setting, yeah, it could be social, it could be commercial. So people, people are talking about, yeah, it's a great building, I like it. Do you like the building? Yeah, I like it, man. It's really a great building. Okay, great. And then the next couple of days they go, so how are you thinking about the building? Yeah, building is nice, man. It's a nice building. And then before you know, they go, so are you going to make an offer? The guy said, well, hold on a second. Who told you I was going to did I give you a wrong signal? I'm not actually looking to buy the building. That was communication. Now, that's not important. The most important part of communication is what I term, in my way of thinking, I call it primary communication. The first thing you have to determine is your internal conversation, because your internal conversation will form your external perception or how people perceive you. Your internal conversation, catch this one, your internal conversation will determine the external perception, what the audience says back. So everything we communicate is deflected back to us. Now, before we communicate to anybody, the world, or those, the observers, the recipients of our, signals, therefore our communication, we have to communicate to ourselves internally. It's called me to me. Danny speaking to Danny. So everything is preceded by a thought. The first point of communication is your thought. Now, in order to improve the quality of your life, you have to improve the quality of your communication. Watch this. In order to improve the quality of your communication, you have to improve the quality of your thinking. I'm just going to let that one simmer, because if you like that one, just write it down, man. I'm telling you, put it in the comments, right? So you need to watch it. That's a sequence. There's a sequence. There's a 1, 2, 3 step. They put it in so many different complicated ways of explaining it. Oh, as a man, thinkers, or something like that. As a man, thinks, so he is. You are what you think you are. You are. I am what I think I am. I am. There's lots of ways to put it. But watch this. It's very simple. To control the quality of your life, you have to control the quality of your communication. To control the quality of your communication, you have to pay attention to how you control the quality of your thinking. So I want you to commission yourself and instruct yourself and say, I'm going to start learning how to think better, how to improve the quality of your thinking. That's the genesis of everything that's happening in your life. You see, real communication starts from within. It starts from you. So as you start to think about these things, primary communication, which is what I call me to me, that's instructive. That kind of communication is instructive. So watch what we do. So we instruct our body to perform certain things. And you can go into the complex stuff of, conscious, subconscious mind, your primitive mind, your cortex. We can talk about all that stuff. That's not what this conversation is about. You can study the brain. The brain is the most incredible engine that God ever made. And he put it in a human being. And you have one as well. So once you learn how to start to induce quality thinking, good quality thoughts, wow, man. Wow. You start to receive quality instructions. Watch this, right? So instructions. So think, instruct, okay? And I'm gonna bring it down to the word. You know the word I'm going on to? I'm going on to a word, and I'm gonna hit that word at some point, and you're gonna understand it, right? So the primary conversation that happens in your brain is what's really forming everything that we're seeing on the outside. There's no manifestation that will happen until the formation is happening here in your brain. The formation starts from here. So watch. The brain says, I'm very happy today. I'm really, really happy. Okay? So guess what happens? Even as I say it, it's really stupid. Like, even as I say it, I'm starting to smile. Say, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. You can't say that yourself 100 times and not communicate happiness to the world. You keep saying, I'm really happy today. Oh my God, I feel so energetic today. I feel so good. Something is happening to me today. I'm feeling so energetic. I'm feeling optimistic. There's something good happening today. I don't know what it is, but I just feel so good. I woke up with a good mood. And as you start to instruct your body starts to act in elation. You start to show a smile on your face, and you start to look around going, oh my God, I'm so happy. This is so beautiful. What an amazing day. And you look outside and it's raining and you say, it's raining. Oh my God, I love rain. And people are like, what's wrong with this woman? What's wrong with this guy? Because you woke up and you sent a signal to your body to say, I am happy today, regardless of regardless of the situation you're in. It's not because you're debt free. It's not because nobody's actually angry at you. It's not because everybody loves you. It's not because something changed last night. You didn't change an address. You just woke up with a decision. That decision started with the brain wave. The brain says, I'm happy. You say, yes, I am. You see, the brain is a slave. So when you put in stuff, when you put happiness, it says, no problem, let me process that for you, and I'm good with that. And then our body will start to act out that stuff. Okay? So our body starts to act out that stuff. So what we start to realize, and I want to give you this, right? So you think of something, instruction, it sends a signal to your body, it says, I'm feeling a certain way. Remember, feeling, yeah? Think, feel, I feel hungry, I feel angry, I feel, you're communicating to your body. I feel like eating eggs today, I feel like eating bread, I feel like, you say, when you go to a restaurant and you're making an order, they say, what would you like? First of all, your brain processes, says, I want some salmon. Can I have salmon? They go, okay, yeah, you can have salmon. What else do you want? You go, hold on, let me think about it. You think about it, you process it, you instruct your mouth to speak. I also would like some, courgette with that. I would like this, I would like that, I would like that. So I want you to pay attention to your thoughts first. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your communication. The quality of your communication determines the quality of your life. Poor communication, poor life. Average communication, average life. Successful communication, successful life. Positive communication, positive life. The the genesis of that is positive thinking, positive communication. Because the body will respond to what the brain sends. It sends these electromagnetic waves through the body, says, I want you to tell the body to punch this guy in the face. So you walk up to somebody and you punch them. So what did you just do? The brain told me to punch you. Okay? So you've communicated. You communicate, I'm hungry, I'm angry, I'm tired, I'm excited. You have communicated. What we see on the outside is a genesis of brain communication action. So get that. Now, once you have that, once you have the internals sorted out, and you're able to communicate to your me-to-me communication, whatever happens then, what you start to do now, you start to project. Watch, I want you to remember, when you go to the theater, in the movie theater, you see something projected on the screen. You may even see it. I think my television is on. So something is projected on the screen, right? Okay, so when you think something, what happens is you start to project it using three things. Three things, yeah? Okay, three things. You ready? One, and this is really powerful, right? So communication is observed first before anything else. So when you walk into a place, people say, this person has a demeanor. They don't look happy. Who is that weird guy? Who is that lady who is so excited? Who is that obnoxious person? People start to make judgment of you. The minute you show up, communication starts. Your appearance will usher in what you're actually feeling, what you're thinking, what you're projecting. So what happens is, as we appear, people start to go, that's the guy we're waiting for. Wow, he's a nice guy. They don't even know you. They haven't even said anything to you. You haven't spoken, you haven't done nothing. They just look at you. They're one glance at you. They're saying, I like the sound of, I like the look of that person. I like the look of that person. Cleopatra from St. Lucia. How are you, darling? Listen, so listen. Let me tell you something. This is really, really, really important stuff, yeah? When you show up, you've started to communicate. If you like this, guys, just drop me like a 10 or something, man. Like, just give me something. Because I need some motivation. I need to just drop me a line. Just say yes or something like that, man. Drop a comment right there to say, I'm loving this, yeah? Are you loving this? Because watch this. Let me tell you something. The minute I show up, my energy precedes me. I walk in a room, and some people walk into a room and some people enter a room. They enter the space. They go, whoa, who is that lady who just entered the office? That's, do you know who that is? Right? So they start to refer to you as they see you, but also they start to refer to you as they know of you. They start to talk about how you act, how you behave. Communication is not spoken word. No. It's a combination of so many different things. It's not just a one thing. Because people say, what do you want to communicate? Communication is actually physical first before it's verbal. So they watch you. Watch this, yeah? Then they're going to hear you. Right. They're going to hear you. And you've met them. You've met this guy who is like a really big guy. Really, really big guy. And then, he comes in. He goes, oh, mate, how you doing? You all right? What are you doing here? And you go, what? Is he choking? What's wrong with the voice? The voice does not match the body. The guy looks like a giant. And he goes, oh, man, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, I'm just in the area, man. People go, what's wrong with this guy? They go, Jenny, come over here. Come on over and listen to this guy. Or you met this little guy, this midget guy. Sorry, not midget, but like a small person. So you met this small person. And they go, yeah, well, what's up, man? How you doing? And they go, and you go, whoa, where did that come from? So the first impression is physical. The second one is a voice. Make sure you practice your voice. Train your voice. Train your voice. The quality of your communication determines the quality of your life ultimately. Please, please understand that. So watch, do you want to be a good communicator? Do you want to be a great communicator? Or do you want to be a remarkable communicator? So when people are in your presence, they are just like, wow, man, I want to stay here. I want to have more of this person all the time, because when they want to have more of you, everything that you represent, everything you bring with you comes with you all the time. I don't know if you're getting it, man. I don't know if you're getting it. Like, I want to boom, boom, boom. Like, do you get it? So I want to bring you to the last part of this. So they've seen you, they've heard your voice, so you need to project. You need to, this is why I'm saying to you, instruct your brain to behave the way you want to be received. Oh man, I don't even know if you got that one. Simply put, instruct your brain to behave in the manner in which you want to be received. You see, what you cannot control perception, but you can control the approach. The perception will change as you change your approach, as you get better, as you modify, as you adjust and adapt and act and adjust and adapt and adjust and adapt and adjust and adapt and then act and then go back and adjust and adapt and act. Whoa! Guess what happens? You start to get a response that you like. You say, I like that response. That's a good response. That's exactly what I was looking for. And I'm going to give you a line that will sum up everything I've just said to you. One line. I'm coming to it. One line that will sum up everything. Be ready for this line. You don't want to miss this one. This is a bad boy line. It's a thing that really dictates how I operate, how I think, and how I communicate. So the third aspect to this is they will start to listen to you. Now, listening to something or to somebody induces the ultimate desire that you want in communication. It's a feeling. Listening induces the ultimate desire that we want to achieve when we communicate to people, a feeling. First, they will see you. They're using their eyes to see you. They have their senses on. They may even shake your hand. That's a touch. Yeah, these are senses, right? And then they're going to hear you. They're going to hear you. Their ears go, hi. That's a sound, okay? And then they're going to listen to the content of what you're saying. Now, when they listen to the content of what you're saying, they start to get a feeling. This feeling, this is now the dance of all the emotions this person is carrying. Everything you start to communicate is summed up in this feeling, one feeling. I feel good talking to this person. This is really good. All right? So the ears like what they're hearing. The eyes like what they're seeing. That they're smelling some cologne. You smell really, really good. They go, woo, this person smells really, really good. That's a really good deal. Cologne, perfume is communication. Makeup for the ladies is communication. If you're caked and your face looks like it's dripping in honey because of the foundation that you put on trying to cover that stuff, they go, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. So, you need to understand that everything is connected. Everything is connected. When they see you, they go, okay, to continue or not to continue. Then they hear you, they say, okay, yeah, I want to hear more of this. And then they listen to you. Now they start to create a feeling. That feeling it becomes the thing that engulfs the body. It engulfs. Now that's what we call deflection in communication. So everything that you communicate from inside to yourself comes on the outside and is deflected back at you. Watch this. This is not the end of it, yeah? When you get a response, listen very carefully and say, is this the response that I wanted? And if the answer is no, it's okay. You know what you need to do? Change your approach. And some of you know this because, you're probably like, I don't know, everybody's probably over 21, right? So we're talking to adults here, right? You've probably been in a situation where you've dated someone. And some of you have dated someone or you've been chasing after somebody for 3 years. Well, that's long, but some of you have done that. 3 years, 5 years even, yeah? Listen, man, your first communication was rubbish. And eventually you might even get married. You go, man, I was chasing after her. I was chasing after this dude for 5 years. Now we're married. It took you that long to communicate your message. So you had to adjust. You had to adjust, adapt, and action. That's the essence of communication. True communication is not really getting it right at the first instance. It's understanding that you have to tweak your approach until you get the desired effect. They're going to see you, they're going to hear you, they're going to listen to you, and then they're going to feel something that determines whether to continue or not to continue. Okay? If they choose to end the relationship, that short-time relationship, they go, sorry, you can't get the job, you have to go back. Don't go and bury yourself, in your room or head in the sand and go, I can't believe it, nobody likes me. No, my approach was wrong. I need to adjust, adapt, and then act again. Go back for another interview. And then you go back and they go, are you the same person that was here? You've seen it in X Factor, Making the Band. You've seen it in the blind auditions. I can't remember the name or something. You've seen it. And they go, dude, we've seen you before. I know, I was here last time. But you're different. Yeah. You even have long hair now. Yeah. You sound different. Yeah, dude. You didn't play guitar last time you came here. Yeah. Now I play guitar. So the only thing they did is, it's the same person, They changed the instructions to themselves internally. Watch. They acted different. They proposed themselves in a different way. They repackaged themselves. So adjust, adapt, and then action. They came back and they won the show. $1 million. People go, how do you do that? Well, I understood that I can communicate wrong, but I can always have a second bite at the cherry. Why? Because I can come back with a different approach. Okay, we're getting to it. So what is communication? Communication is the response you get. Man, I don't even know what to say to that. I think you all should, everybody should write that in. Communication is the response you get. Period. Okay? What's not really important is your intention. What's important is the attention you get from your communication. Watch this. Your intentions are irrelevant. What's really vital, the most important thing is your attention. The attention you receive from your communication should be what determines what do I need to adjust, what do I need to adapt to, and how do I need to act. You need to realign yourself. I think humans, took it from God and they called it, what did they call it? They called it Newton's third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's not Newton's law, it's God's law. It's God's law. The spiritualists call it karma. They go, whatever you dish out is what you're going to get back. So communication is a deflection. It's like, boom, there's a mirror effect. There's a mirror effect. Whatever you give out is what you're going to get back. But watch what happens. It's not always a match. There is always a mismatch between your intentions and your attention. Do you like that one? Did you like that one? Did you get that one? There's always a mismatch between what you intended and the attention you receive from your intentions. So what you have to do is don't get precious about it. Don't get all tangled up and emotional and go, oh my God, I can't believe it. They don't like me and I don't know what happened. Why can they understand what I'm saying? No. Change your approach. Change your approach until you get the desired option. Watch, I use this example all the time. Some of you guys work with me, so you know this story, and you're gonna be like, Danny, not again. No, I'm gonna go there, right? So watch this, yeah? So you go outside and you have your beautiful, nice car parked outside, and your lady comes out and, you meet her, you go, yes, nice to see you, peck on the cheek, you hold her hand, she goes down the step, and you keep walking and you rush to the car, the other side of the car, you open the door and you say, come on right in and please take a seat. And she looks at you, she said, what? You say, please take a seat. Yeah? And you're smiling and you're even happy. She said, how dare you? You male chauvinistic pig. How dare you open the door for me? I told you to open the door for me. Do you think we're not equal? Do you think I have no hands? Do you think I can't open the door for myself? What is wrong with you? Ma'am, I was just trying to be a gentleman. Who told you that's gentle? That's terrible. And you go, wow, what is wrong with this woman? I was just trying to be a gentleman. There's nothing wrong with the woman. It's just your intentions did not get the attention you expected. So guess what you do? Change your approach. Next time you're going for dinner, just open your door and sit down. Don't try. Don't open the door. It's like, whoa, I learned my lesson. So I adjusted, I adapted, now I act different. Are you following me right now? Then you start, or maybe you're dating somebody else. This didn't work out because you go, this lady doesn't understand gentlemen. I'm going to date somebody else. So now you come in, because you've been so conditioned, you develop the habit of what your partner taught you not to do. So you come out of the house, you don't even like walk hard, no staircase. You go, yeah, hurry up, because that's what she liked. And then you go in and you open your door and you sit down. She stands there outside looking at you saying, what is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? What happened to all the gentlemen? What happened to chivalry? How can you let me open my own door? I'm a lady. You go, man, I can't get this, man. Like the last lady was saying to me, why didn't I open the door? Why did I open the door? This one is asking me to open the door. Adjust, adapt, act. That's communication. Communication is the response you get. It's not the intention, it's the attention you get. When you get the undesired attention, you have to continue to change your approach until you get the desired approach. Now, when you get the desired approach and you get it consistently and you learn how to become a remarkable communicator, you learn how to go into a situation, because some people adapt and adjust and act. It takes them a week. So they go, what's wrong with this person? They keep looking at the person. So after a week, they go, okay, I'm going to adjust. And then they take another week to adapt. And they go, this is bad. This is not working for me. Like, I don't know what's going on. So a week later, they adapt. And then it takes them another week to act. Right? Okay. Listen, communication is time sensitive. It's very, very important. If you're going to get consistency in your results, you're going to have a better quality of life, you've got to really learn how to do the AAA very quickly. You have to do it in seconds. So you open the door, she says, how dare you open the door? You shut the door, you say, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I want you to forgive me. I will never do it again. I just didn't understand that that's not what you wanted. But hey, you know what? I've learned my lesson. So I do apologize. Kindly go ahead and open your own door. So she opens the door. She goes, yeah, that's what I wanted. Exactly. So now you got it. It doesn't take you 5 months of arguing and saying, no, you don't understand. What is wrong with you? I'm supposed to open the door because I'm a man. You know where that's headed, isn't it? So this applies in business, it applies in your social life, it applies in your whatever situation, in your community, it applies in school, it applies in any setting. The quality of your thinking, induces the quality of your communication. The quality of your communication induces the quality of your life. In between communication and quality of life, there is a reaction, okay? React. Re means what? What does re mean? Somebody tell me, please, put it in the comments. What's the meaning of re? React. What does that mean? Those are two words. They put them together to make a word. What does the word react? So, for every action, there is a reaction. Watch. Words are powerful. Words are powerful. You see, we talked about they see you, they hear you, and then they listen to you. What are they listening to you to is your words. Words have the power and the potential to change the atmosphere very quickly. When somebody says, I am so furious, it's different to I'm not so happy. Very different. The meaning is the same. One is mild, one is really aggressive. And some people say, I'm livid. I am so mad. You understand? So the voice is there. They've raised their voice, but also they're using heavier words. I'm starving is different to I'm feeling peckish. Both of you want to eat. One of you wants to eat the other person. The other person wants to snack. Okay? So you need to understand that, right? So communication induces the quality of your life. Quality thinking induces the quality of your communication. When you understand that concept, you will start to go into workshops every day to learn how to think better. Because the thing that induces your life ultimately is that what I've been waiting on. I wanted to say it from the beginning, but I said I won't say it. Communication is derived from your attitude. What is attitude? Think, feel, act, become. Think, feel, or believe. So when you feel something, it forms a belief system. So think, believe with you believe with a feeling, right? So you act upon it, you become it. That's really what I want you to understand. So feelings become things. So what induces feelings is the energy, the meaning, the quality, the delivery of that communication. If it does not induce what you wanted, you change the approach until you arrive at the right destination. So I'm going to wrap it up and say to you, all communications induce a reaction. All communications. It doesn't always mean that it's going to induce the reaction you wanted. But what it means is it's induced a reaction. That reaction, what does reaction mean? I asked you guys, I said, say it, just spell it for me. What is the meaning of R-E? What does R-E mean in English? Okay, if you're delayed, I can tell you right now. R-E means again. Okay? So when you say in English, when you say he has reacted to it, he has reacted again to it is actually wrong English. Because you're saying he has again acted again. That's what you're saying. Means to again, to do it again, one more time, right? So what happens is when you act something, people react to it. When they react to it, they're going to react in a manner that's consistent with your desired position or contrary to or opposite to what you wanted. So what do? Change the approach, change the approach, change the approach. Eventually, you get a response that you want. So communication is the response that you get. Your perception. When you hear people saying to you, but that's not what I meant, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with anything. If you go to a job interview and you go, to be honest with you, I don't like fish. But you're actually working, you're going to look for a job in a company that packages fish. You go, I don't like fish. But what I like about fish is what it does to people. Now the guy goes, I like fish? Immediately, he or she makes a decision, I don't want to work with this person that doesn't like fish. And then you can spend 5 days saying, but that's not what I meant. It doesn't matter. That was the perception of the recipient of that piece of communication. So you see, it's never really our intentions that are important. It's the attention we get to our intentions that define who we truly become in life. You can become extremely successful by mastering this concept. And all the other stuff that describes success eventually will come to you. These formulas will eventually bring you the money that you want. They'll bring you the people you want in your life. They will bring you the networks that you want. They will bring you the health that you want. When you start to communicate right, when you start to tell your body that exercise is not really painful, you start to say, exercise makes me stronger. Exercise means I actually have more energy. Wow, the body says, is that right? Yeah. So your body starts to act, you're craving exercise. You go, I can't believe I haven't exercised. I need to exercise. But if you say to your body, the pain pleasure principle, if you start sending pain signals to your body, the body has a responsibility to shut down any possibility of pain. We are designed to avoid pain and increase pleasure. So make sure that your communication is consistent to what you want. You don't say, I don't like the way my body is. I don't like how I look. When you say that, you're saying hatred. You're actually talking about hating who you are. So guess what happens? The brain teaches your body how to act in hatred towards yourself. So what do? You subconsciously, this is intuitive, you start to eat more. You start to say, I don't care. I can't even, I can't be bothered doing all that. But, look at me. So you're sending the wrong communication to your body. So therefore, the quality of your life, as far as your physiology is concerned, is very poor because of the simple message you put in your brain. And guess what? It's not true. Because nothing has meaning until you give it meaning. So I want you to go away. And tomorrow we're going to finish this. I'm going to show you how you apply this in your life. We're going to have a session tomorrow that finishes off this. How do you apply this in your life? How do you make effective communication a part of who you are? You may have to spend the next 3 months learning this stuff, learning how to effectively communicate. I'm writing some ebooks right now. My team is in the background. They're writing some ebooks for you guys. And we're going to start publishing these books. Some of them are going to be audio books. Some of them are going to be written stuff. And you're going to have access to this stuff because in July, we're going to close off Lose Your Mind. It's going to be a closed community. You cannot access these videos unless you're actually a member of Lose Your Mind, the tribe. We have 10,000 people that follow us on this. I think 11,000. We've had over 250,000 people that have watched my videos. I'm about to start introducing some of my mentors to this channel. So we're going to be interviewing people that actually are relevant to your growth right now, because sometimes, as I said before, the communication is wrong. You're saying to yourself, I want to sit down and listen to a billionaire every single day. You're not ready. You don't even have $1,000. Why are you listening to a guy who has 1,000 million in the bank? What they say is powerful because they're powerful, but it actually may not have any meaning to you. So you need to start allowing yourself to say, hey, communicate the relevant, who do I need to go to understand how to actually master my craft in my marketplace? And those are some of the people that I'm going to source very carefully. They're not going to be your big names, your big superstars or whatever, but they're going to jolt your brain a little bit. And once they jolt your brain like they did mine, you're going to see some incredible results happening in your life. But you have to be willing and ready to participate. These principles work when you do. These principles work when you're receptive to it. If you sort of have a full glass, yeah, some of you, yeah, you have a full glass, you go, yeah, this is not my stuff, right? Well, I've never met a billionaire, and I've met several in my life that say to me, I don't like learning. They are obsessed with learning. But I've met a lot of broke people that say, I don't want to learn. There's a difference between refusing to learn, but having also selective learning. I have some people that can't teach me stuff. I promise you that. Because their energy, their whole vibe, the way they communicate, I don't feel connected to that. And some of you may not feel connected to my training. But perhaps I'm going to bring on a guest that you go, that's my kind of person right now. And some of the guys are starting to do stuff. We have shows that run on Monday, on Instagram. We had a session with Michael and Vivian. It was fantastic. They've done it twice now, and we're going to continue to do those shows. There's going to be lots of other people that get involved. But my intention is that we build ourselves from within, and as we project ourselves to the world, man, listen, everything you've been chasing is going to come chasing you right back. Because you are not an average person, you are a remarkable person. And that's where you need to go and start to communicate the right key messages to your brain. You may have to lie your way to success, meaning you may have to tell yourself that you are amazing, even when you don't feel like it. You may have to start telling yourself that you're really strong when you don't feel like it. You may have to say to yourself, I am the happiest person, even through tears and crying. And you're saying, I can't believe I'm going through this, but I'm happy. I'm happy. I thank God. You may have to exercise a high degree of gratitude. Listen, if oxygen is the only thing you have to be grateful for, that's a good communication. You start with that. If having 1 meal a day is the only thing you have to be grateful for, you start with that. If having one blanket, no bed sheets, if that's the only thing you have in your life, you start with that. And you start to develop a habit of gratitude. And as you develop a habit of gratitude, you know what happens? The communication has changed. Adjust. You start to adapt about thinking about, man, things are great, things are happening. And then the not for you starts to shift out of your life, because that's what happens when good things start to become your focus. When your intentions start to become goodness, and you may meet some people that don't understand your communication. If you're saying everything is happening and your family is saying, no, you're stupid, look around you. You're saying, no, things are good. We have water. We have boiled water in the house, but we have no food. That's all right. Because if we drink water, we hydrate, we'll get energy to go do some work. When you start to do that, when you start from nothing, from very little, before you know, you see a spark, or before you know, people start calling you and go, hold on a second, I need to speak to this person. Don't have this defeatist attitude. You have to cultivate this giant of a person that you have in you. You have to wake him up, like awaken the giant within you and say, hey, you know what? Let me trust God. Let me try God. Let me just say, God, you know what? Just say to me. Say something to me. I believe in you, man. I believed in you from all my time. You know how many arguments I have with God? We argue. I go, God, what's going on, man? Like, what are you doing, man? And I think, the big man up there is saying, look at this little thing right here. But whatever it takes, man, whatever it takes, but change your conversation, change your inner communication. The quality of your life is derived from the quality of your communication. The quality of your communication is derived from the quality of your thoughts. Think quality. Before you start thinking big, all this stuff they tell you, think big, that's great. If you're thinking big and you have poor quality thoughts, you cannot think big. Improve the quality to improve the quantity. Work on the quality. Have some beautiful, strong, powerful thoughts. And then you can start to yearn for more. But you can't start building something, a big house with, mud bricks that are not even baked or anything. No. That's stupid. So people will keep saying to you, think big, think big. There's no point in thinking big if the quality of your thoughts are poor. You need to fix the quality of your thoughts. You'll be able to work on the quantity eventually. God bless you. This is Lose Your Mind. This is Danny. I'm out. I love you guys. You've been fantastic. Thank you. Share this with your friends. I see you tomorrow at 7. Each one of you bring 5 people, because I want to have everybody. I don't want a big audience. I want to have a big impact. When I say a big impact, I want to have people take this to the masses everywhere, because I know this stuff works, because it worked for me. From abject poverty to where I have made a substantial living for myself, and I'm comfortable. Okay? So that's all I'm offering you guys today. God bless you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you listened. All right.